today we are going to finish up with the last part of our green notes. So we're going to just call this day 2 of reviewing for chapter 10. Let's look at question number 8. It says to find the surface area and the lateral surface area of the object and round it to the nearest whole unit. The first thing I want you to look at is this circle right here, guys. Do you see that that line is saying it's 8 feet all the way across the cylinder? Yeah. What is that called? That is called the diameter. So directly underneath that cylinder, I guys want you just to put the diameter is 8 feet. So guys, what would the radius be? 4 feet. Very good. Does anyone know what the formula is that we're going to use for this shape? Okay, tell me what it is if you think you know what it is. All right, so look at this first part. 2 times, Addison, what's pi? Good job. Zariana, what's the radius? 4. Very good. Plus 2 times, and she just told us it's 3.14. Girls, what's the radius?
4.
Boys, what's the height?
8. No, 5.
5. Christopher, what should I do first on this problem?
Multiply 2 times 3.14, 6.28.
Okay, so he says that's 6.28. What else should I do?
14 or 16.
Very good. 4 squared is 16. Okay. Plus, for these ones, you guys could just multiply this all the way across. Does anyone have that number? Zariana, what you got?
125.6.
125.6. Very good. What should I do next? Zariana?
Multiply 6.28 and 16.
Good job. When you do that, what do you get?
100.48.
Okay. How many of you guys got this when you did it earlier on your own? Okay. Did anyone already add these together? When you did that, Aubrey, what'd you get?
126.08.
Very good. Now, it does ask us, if you go back up here, round to the nearest whole unit. Kaylin, when you round that to the nearest whole unit, what do you get?
227.
Not 227. Okay, here's the deal. This is our whole number, and it's just asking this one right there if it's 5 or bigger. Because it's not 5 or bigger, it's not going to be 227. What would it be? 226. Okay, and then we've got feet squared. Okay, now the next part, problem B, what does it ask us to find on problem B? Do you guys remember what the formula is for the lateral surface area? What is it?
LA equal 2 pi r h.
Okay, LA equals 2 pi r h. Do you see that that's this part of the formula? So here's what's pretty cool about something like this. This is simply going to be the work that we need for problem B. Okay, so just to show you once again, LA equals 2 pi RH. We already discovered this before when we plugged this in. 2 times 3.14. You already told me the radius was 4 and the height was 5. We multiplied that whole thing out. What did you get when you multiplied that?
125.6.
Good job. Now the only difference is, once again, we are going to want to round to the nearest whole unit. That's what we didn't do on problem A. So let's round that. What do you get, guys?
120.
Okay, sorry about that. And then you are going to round it, and when you do that, you find that your answer is 126 feet squared. Let's look at this last problem right here. How many of you think you already have that correct answer? All right, what I want you to do is talk to your partner about that and see if you guys get the same thing. All right, as I looked at this, a lot of people are like, I don't remember how we did this. There was a little formula we used long ago. We called it P times of equals is. But basically, you take the percent and you change it to a what?
Decimal.
A decimal. So this percent would be turned to 30.30, and you multiply it times of, which is the original price. And this is going to give us what the discount is going to be. When you multiply that together, what do you get?
$4.
Okay, now here's what you got to be careful. A lot of people will tell me, oh, yay, the sale price is $4.50. That's not the sale price. What is that?
The discount.
That's the discount. That's how much they are willing to take off of the original price. So now what do I need to do with the $4.50? Subtract it. So it was $15, and you have to take off or subtract the $4.50. When you do that, what do you get? Okay. Now, how many of you would say you did it the fast way that I taught you? Okay. I taught you this way back at the beginning of the year. Originally, everything costs 100%, all right? But this thing's not 100%. How much are they taking off?
30.
They're taking off 30%. So what price is someone actually having to pay?
70%.
70%. So here's the way that I would like to do it. I like to use that 70%, change that to a decimal, and watch how fast this is. So we've got 0.70. Let's multiply that by the original amount of $15. Guys, what's 0.70 times $15? Does that look familiar? Look at that. That whole thing is done in one easy step if you just find the percentage that you have to pay. Okay? So I hope that this has been helpful to you. As you know, we do have a quiz tomorrow. It's over all of chapter 10. And here's what I want you to really remember. This is something that I really want you guys to make sure you spend time studying tonight. Remember, I'm not going to make you write out all the formulas, but this is going to be a matching section where you have to know what these formulas are. So please make sure you spend at least a little bit of time studying tonight for this chapter 10 quiz.